Hey everyone, and welcome to another custom challenge run in the Binding of Isaac. I'm doing another infinite D6 run today just because I was too lazy to do anything else and I didn't want to do another vanilla run today. I'll probably do it tomorrow. Just saying. This one, the theme of this one, comes from Ash Flare 123, and I can only take items that have 3 syllables. So, you know, it's a trisyllabic run. It's gonna be interesting. By the way, there's a fan running, pointing at my face. So, I don't think you can hear it, but if you can, I apologize. It's just getting to the time where it's finally hot again, and it's gonna be really hot in my room, especially when I'm recording. So, that is that. Dead Sea Scrolls is a spacebar item. See, this is why you shoot poops, because you get lots of money. You get a freaking dime. But anyway, I can't really take a spacebar item. That destroys the point of the Infinite D6. Forever Alone, no. Skeleton Key. Halo of Flies. Gosh darn. Nope. I mean, Mom's Lipstick I could take. Do I want to? Not really. Sacrificial Dagger, clearly too much. I don't know if this is just like the belt, but obviously too much. Let's see, remote detonator, nope. I just wanted to get the 5 bombs for it. Deck of cards, I should have used once, too late, Crack the Sky, don't need. SMB, Superfan. Nothing, Guppy's Hairball, too much. Sad Onion. The Sad Onion. Oh no! Well, I'll just pass on the next trisyllabic word or something. Sad Onion was a fire rate increase. By the way, I've started reading the code a bit. Man, it's hard to read. But there's some interesting stuff in there. I mean, of course, it's the way the game works. So, I am counting the simply because the only item I thought of was the small rock, which, of course, I want to be able to take. Because I like that item. Not that I can even guarantee finding it, but if I don't count the, then Sad Onion's okay. But I count it. That's just my thought. Let's see, there's breakfast, lunch, dinner, dessert. All of those are not the syllables I need. Stem cells is not enough. None of the health ups are enough. Pentagram. Okay. Mostly I care because I want damage, so I took that anyway. I should have gone to the curse room. Anyway, pentagram's just 1 damage up. Sad Onion, I deeply apologize for. I want to do something like, if it's to my advantage, I'll count the, but if not, I won't, but that's totally stupid. So what could I possibly do to make amends? I don't know, man. Anyway, one comment I got yesterday, and I understand it wasn't like, it wasn't a serious thing, and I'm not going to single this person out, and I also don't mean any offense or anything. That's definitely not it. It just got me thinking. For those of you young viewers, I don't know how many of you are like, well, completely typical teen in every way, but you know, I know when I was in middle school, especially middle school, for those of you who don't have it the same as my area of the U.S., middle school is 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. For me, for some people it includes 9th grade, for some areas that is. Cube of meat is 3 syllables. Anyway, that's just a terrible time. It's just no fun. No one's happy, and like, everyone's trying so hard to define themselves. It's just like, oh my god. Because like, what got me really thinking about that, and I mean, you can easily figure out who it is, but really, I don't mean anything by it. I just was thinking, and I thought it was interesting to go into. He said that he was, you know, he just like straight up defined himself as a nerd. And like, I mean, Magneto I could take, but I don't really want. Polyphemus is too many. Odd Mushroom I can take, and it'll lower my damage, but Odd Mushroom, let's be real, pretty good. Now that's a speed up, damage down, but fire rate very high. Anyway, back to what I was saying. You know, when I was younger there, when I was in that time in my life, yeah, everything was just awkward and terrible because, you know, you're figuring out how to exist in the world, essentially. And I mean, no one has a good time, pretty much. And, like, half of everyone deals with, like, depression and stuff, and it's no fun. And then, at some point, you just, like, get older and you stop caring about stuff. Like, at this point in my life, pretty much, I just roll with everything. It's like, oh, that's what happened? Well, yeah, that happens. It happened. What am I going to do about it? I'm not going to change it, because it already happened. And, you know, if you ask me to define myself, I mean, I like to think I'm a smart dude, but I'm not going to be like, oh yeah, I'm really geeky and nerdy, and I'm just super weird, and you're just, you know, I'm totally unique. I mean, you know, everyone can be interested in their own things without having to alienate anyone by saying, like, oh yeah, I'm weird. And I mean, that's just kind of like, that's like you're trying to make people not want to talk to you, which just seems weird to me. And I mean, of course, there are contexts where that's totally okay. Oh wow, Curved Horn. I'm not counting trinkets, I never do. Curved Horn is 2 damage up. So, you know, you don't need to define yourself or anything, it's just silly. And you just need to be you, as cliched as that is. But you just kind of let stuff happen. I mean, of course I mentioned the whole depression thing. I took a more drastic solution route than everyone else. I was just like, well, you know, I'm just not going to do this anymore. And, then I started being, like, totally logical and unfeeling and cold about everything, in some ways, just to be to my advantage. I'm not like some freak monster or anything. Gosh. But it's just, I decided that I didn't need to let things bother me, which was, you know, it was a good choice in a lot of ways, but in some ways I'm a little bit worse off, but I wouldn't say that I'm not well off from it. I definitely prefer how I am now. And, I don't know, I stopped trying to have some specific identity that I had defined, and I just kind of took whatever identity that I actually just had, you know, like, okay, I'm interested in games, I'm good at stuff generally, I'm a smart dude, I like math. You don't have to be weird to like math. Like, math is a cool subject. If you if you like math, then take math classes. And some people, I mean, this is completely unrelated, but I don't get how people can be like, oh, I hate math, or I'm terrible at math. It's just, it takes a little bit of time if you're not just like a natural at it, but you can't really be bad at math. It's just something that's like part of life in every way. If you know enough about math, you can literally do anything you want. Well, maybe not literally, but like, it shows up everywhere, and you can apply it to anything you want in some way. Maybe not in like a hugely integral way, but you can do it. But people can't just like shirk off math and be like, oh yeah, you know, I'm just terrible at math, so I just didn't do it. I just ignore math because, you know, I suck at it. That's just silly. You need to do more of it until you're comfortable with it. But that's just completely unrelated. Yeah, avoid the definitions, and avoid like thinking of yourself in some set way. That's just silly. But, you know, embrace your thoughts and stuff. What you like to do is what you like to do. You don't need to, like, pretend about that for anyone. Like, okay, I make videos for YouTube. How many people are gonna care? Meat is 1 syllable. Pageant boy, I'm just not gonna take. Ah, man. Squeezy. Gosh darn it. Mom's heels. Mom's coin purse. I'll take that. Even though we already know one of these is bad trip. Right? Wow! We're just getting... Wow! Oh my god. Oh my god. So we now know that, like, literally 5/6 of the pills are actually just not good. Well, okay, luck down gives us more chests, so that's not technically bad. But anyway, you know, making it through your younger years, and then suddenly everything's just way better. Like, I'm just so much happier because I stopped caring about everything in the same way. And I mean, like I said, no one has a good time through it. Almost. I mean, yeah, there are exceptions. There are exceptions to everything. Box. Literally one syllable. Magic 8-ball. I can't take any of these. Cat of 9 tails. Too many. Jesus juice. That adds 0.5 damage as far as I'm aware. It doesn't multiply by 1.5, but I mean, I really could be wrong. It's listed the same, but I think it's only an addition rather than a multiplication. That's what I'm coming to believe, but it's totally ambiguous in the mechanics guide. I haven't looked in the code for it. I should do that. Yeah. What was I saying? I don't even know anymore. But anyway, I will take the more damage, and it's 3 syllables, so I kind of need that. And by the way, it doesn't really matter that I took the sad onion now, because my fire rate was already it increased. It doesn't have a bearing on my fire rate at this point in time. So yeah, there's that. We know we can take the other odd mushroom, magic mushrooms, to much the halo, I believe. So that'd be nice. Ghost baby, but I don't really want it. Toothpicks. Infestation. Nope. Oh, ooh, the surprise video is coming out today. There's the other odd mushroom. That increases our health damage and lowers our speed. Yeah, the surprise video is coming out at the time that you would normally expect the second video, 1 p.m. EDT, or 4.5 hours after this video comes out, I think. No. Wait. No, it's 3.5 hours after this video comes out. Nope. Give me a key. Yeah! Isaac. Dead bird? I think it's just dead bird, not the dead bird. I wouldn't want it anyway. Boom. Guardian angel. Miter. It's literally just miter. I know that for a fact. It's not the miter. So, growth hormones. If I wanted... Wait, is that roid rage? It's roid rage. Growth hormones is the purple one that I actually like. Roid rage is not even enough syllables. Bomb bag. I think it's just bomb bag. I could be wrong on that. Forget me now. I can't use, obviously. Sack of pennies is too many. Bobby bomb. I'll totally take Bobby bomb. And by the way, you can, but please don't expand this run as different suggestions for, like, oh, do a quadrisyllabic or a quintisyllabic run. No, that's just, I mean, come on. This is the original one. We don't need all the offshoots, though. If there are no other D6, infinite D6 runs, I might have to. And I'm kind of doing one once a week. Kind of. We'll see. As long as there are suggestions, I'm probably doing one once a week. Suggestions that I want to do. I guess my rant about growing up is over-ish. I don't know, you grow up and you just don't think of everything as everything as big a deal as you used to. Because, like, it's not a big deal if someone doesn't like me or doesn't, like, consider something about me. I don't care, whatever. You just need to pick the people you interact with better. And most of this doesn't even apply to the vast majority of you, I'm sure. Well, I don't know what the vast majority of my audience is age-wise. So I guess I can't say that with certainty or anything. Oh, do we know this pill? Probably, but this could be... Oh no, this is our last pill. Telepills. So our pills kind of suck this run. It's unfortunate. Yeah, I don't know. Don't worry about everything. It's not a big deal. And that's pretty much my motto for life, is nothing's a big deal unless you make it one. And it's totally true in like 99% of situations. So I wouldn't, you know, I wouldn't worry too much. Anyway, I guess that's that. It was kind of impromptu, and I didn't mean to single anyone out or hurt any feelings. Or just, I didn't want to be offensive or anything. I just wanted to say that, because it came to my mind, and I guess sometimes I just wander off topic and some things pop into my head. I haven't seen a single tinted rock, and I assume that that's because there haven't been any, not because I'm blind. Though, it was pointed out by a few people that there were some hilarious moments in yesterday's run about not seeing the items I had, where, like, literally I watched for like 5 seconds because someone pointed it out. Oh, is this the luck down? Bad trip. That'll give me full health if I get low enough. There was a point where I was just hovering over a gap with the ladder visible, and I was like, what could that shop item I just picked up be? And it was clearly the ladder, but I'm just an idiot. The relic, that's pretty good. So that was kind of funny, and like it's exactly what you'd expect from like a TV show or like a comedy that's very stereotypical in that way, where it's like something glaringly obvious that's just being missed for comedic effect. Trust me, that was legitimate. I wasn't faking that. I wasn't like, no, look, it's the ladder. Oh, clearly I got that. I'm just gonna pretend. No, I just seriously didn't see it. It was hilarious, and you know, I would recommend that video. It was a pretty great video. I'm just gonna say, if you didn't watch Custom Challenge Run 125, The Blinding of Bisnap, you need to watch it, because that was one of my favorite runs ever already, along with them teeth runs, and actually I'm not sure if I can think of any others that are guaranteed favorites. Yeah, so surprise video is coming out later. Anything else I've announced? I don't know, man. Come to me for life advice. I'm definitely the best source of it. But I mean, honestly, I'm actually pretty good at that kind of stuff. Oh, FML. Alright, I'm gonna blow this up. Hope for a key. Nope. Now we need to explore another room. The Binding of Isaac. Sometimes just trolls me crazy. It's okay though, because I've already used the key. I got the key that I needed, so that's something. By the way, the relic gives us a soul heart after every 4 rooms. So that's good. Oh, so one thing I found in the code, speaking of soul hearts basically, is, oh, I missed that? Really? The way soul hearts work isn't strictly additive the way I've been saying it was, but it's pretty much the same idea. It's checked 4 times whether a soul heart drop is happening. So first it checks with your... Whoa. Guess we ran out of the boss pool. PhD. I don't know if it's the PhD, but I'm gonna take it. It is just PhD. Excellent. Mostly because all of my pills were bad. Can't take Brimstone or Spirit of the Night. The Pact, Guppy's Paw, but Guppy's Paw isn't really worth it at all, if we're just being real here. Guppy's Tail also isn't. Demon Baby is too many syllables. Dead Cat, Quarter, a quarter actually. Bloody Lust, no. The Mark, the Nail. Guppy's Head, Whore of Babylon, too many. Ouija Board would be okay, but I don't care that much. Brother Bobby, too many. Mutant Spider, unfortunately, is also too many. Sister Maggie, too many. Rainbow Baby, nope. We're gonna crash the game. Oh, Ouija Board came up again. X-Ray, Vision, too many. Bob's Curse, not enough. I don't know what I'm going for here. Magic Mushroom, unfortunately, is also too many. I don't remember what I was talking about before this. The Rosary, unfortunately. Blood of the Martyr, too many. Hey, what are the odds? Both remotes. I don't want to... Growth Hormones? Yeah, sure, why not? That gave me more damage and speed. Cool with that. Oh, why not check here? See, Ipecac. I could take Ipecac, but I'm not going to. Number 1, definitely unnecessary. The Halo. Let's do it, man. Alright, so now we're in a terrible, terrible situation that I should never put myself in, but it's more fun this way, of course. And this is just in preparation for when I have to lower my damage by dropping the Curved Horn. So there's that. Oh god. So yeah, I lost my train of thought. You can thank me later. Oh, Soul Hearts. Okay. First thing it does is it checks. One time, 1 out of 10, it's a roll between 0 and 9, or 1 and 10 if you prefer. If you get a 0, or a 1 if you want to use that whole thing, you get a Soul Heart. If you don't, it then checks a roll between 0 and 15. If you get a 0 and you're Eve, you get a soul heart. If you're not Eve, that one doesn't happen. After that, it checks if you have mom's, well no, actually it checks another 1 to 10, 0 to 9 roll, and if it's a 0 and you have mom's pearl, the trinket, you get a soul heart. And after that, it does a 0 or 1 roll, and then if you have the miter, you get that soul heart. So it is still, like, you still have an extra 1/16th chance if you're Eve to get a soul heart. You still have an extra 1/10th chance if you have mom's pearl to get a soul heart, and you still have an extra 1 in 2 chance, 50%, if you have the miter. But it's not a 60% chance strictly if you have, say, just the miter, you're not Eve. I could have argued for less than 3, by the way. It's the heart, but it's less than 3, symbolically speaking. Celtic Cross is good. Yeah, so it's actually not necessarily a 60% chance or a 70% chance or anything, but it is an extra 50% chance. It's very literally taking those words as you have another 50% chance, not you have 50% more chance to find it. So it's an extra coin flip. That's how it actually works. So just kind of, hopefully you catch this episode, if you catch any of them, so that in the future when I say an extra 50% chance, you know that I'm saying that very literally, in that it basically flips another coin rather than hey, it flips another coin rather than actually adding 50%, because it's not a number, it's a roll of, it's a dice roll basically, or a coin flip if you want to think of it that way, but you know, you could just call it a D2. So I don't know, I thought that was cool as I was reading a little bit of the code. And I also learned that in the code they call challenge rooms, like they imply challenge rooms to be called arena rooms, and they don't strictly refer to boss challenge rooms as far as I know, so they'd probably be boss arena rooms. So that's interesting. I'm probably not going to amend my nomenclature, but it's cool to just know these things. But curse room, sacrifice room, those are definitely correct according to the code, and you know, the rest of them are also correct. I've said this before, but the item rooms are Boner and Boner 2. Boner 2 if you have the XL floor. So that's kind of funny. Wow, we have some pretty good damage. Yeah, that's, I mean, I just thought that was pretty cool stuff that I found. And Mom's Knife really is incredibly confusing. I have no idea how it works, because like the variable manipulation going on in there makes literally no sense to me without, like, you could probably devote a full class to the way Mom's Knife works. Like a whole semester. Let's do something MLG. Yeah, get at me. And we did it back. If you guys haven't seen the PSA, well, there's a bit of a PSA. You can walk between spikes horizontally and vertically without taking damage, if you're pro like me. So, you know, that was pretty cool. The fact that I got it both times, also pretty cool. If you want me to like look into other stuff in the code, I guess I can, just no guarantees, because actually finding stuff in there and then reading it successfully, not the easiest thing in the world, trust me. But it is pretty cool. So yeah, that's that. And I have been abiding by the rules pretty well. We're fighting Mom here, as it turns out. The red one. I've been seeing the red one a lot lately, in like not just my gameplay, but in other people's videos. And I mean, I only watch Alpaca Patrol and Northern Lion, but still. They've both fought Red Mom, I think, pretty much every time in the last day or two. And I've fought it the last couple times that I can remember. And it's just an interesting coincidence. Portable, nope, because it's the slot. Yum Heart. Lucky Foot, I don't need. I really don't. Attack Fly? No, it's Distant Admiration and Forever. Wait, one of them's the other. Mr. Mega. Yeah, wait, oh god, I'm stupid. You know what? We're gonna go to Satan this time, just so I can. Yeah, we're gonna go to Satan. This is definitely a Satan build. Why did I think Mr. Mega was okay? Because I can't count. I'm secretly not a math major. I'm just some idiot in front of a microphone. No, that's not true. I am a math major. Okay, Curse of Labyrinth. Well, that's cool. That means that if we can find the bosses, well, if we find the first boss, then we know where the second boss is. We can just complete the floor extra quick. The chances of that, probably relatively low for me and my luck in this game, but you never know. I wouldn't wager on it. Hopefully you guys are like enjoying my less relevant commentary, more irreverent. See how those words kind of just tied together? Well, if I'm not going to the chest, I may as well pop this over. That really was dumb to take Mr. Mega. Whatever. Alright, last keys. That wasn't worth it. We could be going the right way. I wouldn't wager on it. I wouldn't wager on a few things, apparently. Oh, that was close. Good thing our damage output's pretty good, especially thanks to the curved horn and keeping that over the Polaroid. And, you know, I just don't go to Shoal enough. Maybe I'll go to Shoal sometimes. You know, it's not like these runs are designed to go to the chest. They're designed to go wherever I want. Yeah, you know, I'm definitely going to hit up this beggar. It sucks that Mom's Knife and Brimstone are both 2 syllables. There we go. Because, you know, I totally would have wanted those. Notched Axe. Scapular. Not likely to come in handy because it's not really entirely possible for me to get to a half heart unless I get an eternal heart and then lose it. Boom again. Mom's Knife, there it is. Common Cold. Or is it the Common Cold? Sometimes I don't know. I would assume it's the Common Cold. Cupid's Arrow. Too many. Cupid's Arrow is a good item, though. The Virus. So we've made 2 mistakes, or I've made 2 mistakes, let's be real. Apparently the Virus lowers your speed a little bit. Cool, I guess. Whatever, I'll take the luck up, not that I need it. Neutralized my luck down. Because luck up and luck down actually are equivalent, unlike tears up, tears down, range up, range down. And, is there another one? Speed up, speed down. The, speed up, tears up, range up give more in your advantage, in your favor, than tears down, range down, speed down, subtract. So, you come out ahead even if you get a speed up and then a range down. Or a speed up and then a speed down. Silly me. 2 soul hearts. I don't know why, but, you know, whatever. Oh, by the way, I never explained the Celtic Cross. Celtic Cross is, every time we get hit, we have a 30% chance of getting 7 seconds of invincibility. Pretty good. And, you know, it's kind of our analog for the Polaroid, since we didn't take that. Since we're going to Shoal, Mom's Pearl, as we discussed. Oh, cool, we got a second cube of meat. That'll give us a familiar shooting along with us that still blocks enemy tears, rotating around us, damaging enemies if they come into contact with it. As I usually inform you all at this point, it is my favorite stage of the Meat Boys. So that's good. Now I just gotta murder this fool. Oh, that was quick. You know, a bisyllabic run. If you want to suggest a run of various syllables, 2 is a good number. Homing, damaging bombs, good times. Unfortunately, I messed up stupidly taking Mr. Mega, but, you know, stuff happens. The valuable lesson we learned today is I can't count on the fly. Although it's funny, I actually had this thing where I was talking to my girlfriend, and this has to do with my math major. We're going to Shoal. and she said she was doing this thing where, oh wow, there's thunder outside, I think. She's doing this thing, or was, I don't know if she still is, where she did a bunch of squats, and she started off with 50, then she did 49, and then she did 48, all the way down to 1. I was like, I wonder how many that is. Wait, I have a formula for this, but I couldn't come up with it. So I started with 3, and then I did, well, 3 plus 2 plus 1 is 6. So it must be, I mean, I of course knew the formula initially, but I forgot it by this time, by the time we were having this discussion. And I was like, alright, what's 3 squared, because 3 times 3 might make sense, because, you know, okay, that's 9, okay, that's not really close, but I subtract 3, and that works, so is it n squared minus n? And then I look at 4, and instead, what would we have? 4 plus 6, that's 10, so n squared minus n is not right. It's 16 minus 4, that's 12. And I was like, okay, a bucket of lard. No. Wiggle worm I could take, but I don't want to. The mulligan, unfortunately. Mom's contacts. Great. So I thought, this is on the right track. And then I thought, n squared plus n, because I remember that there was some division involved, divided by 2. Okay, let's try that. 4 squared plus 4, that makes 20. Divided by 2, that's 10. And we know that 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1 is 10. And so she did from 50. So 50 squared plus 50 is going to be 2550, because 50 squared is obviously going to be 2500. So 2500 plus 50 divided by 2, and that leaves us with like some ungodly number, like 15, not 15. Okay, it is 1225. Yeah, okay. And I was like, oh my god, you did that many? That's actually incredible. Like, that is a lot. Like, I mean, she didn't have weights or anything with it, but like, I only do like 120 squats with 50-pound weight, like 50 pounds total extra weight on me. So, that's pretty intense. Although I can definitely do more. My thighs are pretty jacked, not to brag. But no, I do. I'm lazy is the reason I don't do more than that, to be completely, totally honest about it. Oh god. Oh, that was so stupid. We do have the virus, though. By the way, bad trip's gonna be totally useless for us. Alright. Let's pop this down. Timed it perfectly, like so perfectly that we couldn't have timed it differently and succeeded in our use. Well, we might have been able to slightly. Anyway, this is the nice thing about having Celtic Cross. Oh god. Oh wow, you are psychic, man. So, yeah, that was that story about me remembering how to do math suddenly, because the problem actually came up. So don't ever let yourself think, oh, math doesn't have enough applications, I'm never going to use this. I just came up with something random to determine how much my girlfriend did, how many squats she did. And, you know, incorporating her weight and then the weight, well, honestly, I don't know her weight, I don't know the weight of her minus her legs. But if I did, I'd be able to say how much weight her legs lifted that whole time and how much work she did. And then we'd go into energy and all that good stuff. And oh my god, this was so random in general about everything in my life. But, you know, maybe you guys enjoy this. Not that my life is so interesting that I can do this every day and just be like, oh yeah, so this happened to me the other day, and then I used my math major, and then here's some advice about life. But, you know, I can probably do that sometimes. Suddenly advice about life, because, I mean, I've got plenty of that. Don't even worry. I definitely didn't enjoy my time as a young teenager, and I took a lot from it. Maybe more than others, maybe not. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that run. Sorry I broke the rules a couple times by accident. Please leave your custom challenge run suggestions in the comments, and I'll do the ones that I like the most or think would be the most entertaining to watch. So, like I said, I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.